My car was somehow transported to the other side of an accident that was right in front of me. I was late for an appointment and was speeding up a hill with a curve at the top. Right as I came around the curve, I saw there was an accident with injuries directly in front of me, taking up both lanes. Both lanes coming from the other direction had drivers that had slowed down so they could rubberneck, and people had already started to gather on the sidewalk to my right, so I couldn't get around the accident on either side. I quickly assessed that there was no way I could avoid hitting them, and knew that if I stayed tense I would sustain worse injuries. So I shut my eyes and relaxed as much as I could as quickly as I could, and waited for the impact. And waited, but the car kept moving. I opened my eyes to see 2 clear lanes ahead of me, and when I looked in the rearview mirror I could see the accident behind me. To this day I wonder what the people on the sidewalk saw. Edit: I am having an unexpectedly strong reaction to other people's identical stories. This happened when I was in my 20s. I'm now in my late-ish 60s, and I've told people this story before. I shared it in a pre-social media group. I'm sure I shared it on Reddit before, I've shared it in a Facebook group before, and this is the first time I can remember anyone responding with the same experience, let alone so many people. I said this in a comment last night, but want to repeat it here. I think the reason I'm sitting here tearing up is because some part of me has never been 100% sure this actually happened. I mean, come on, growing up in white American culture, especially being born in 1957, how do you make sense of something like this? How could this be real? So finding out that even a relatively small number of other people have experienced the exact same thing is finally confirmation that it did indeed actually happen. I mean, the chances of me completely imagining every detail of something so specific that I had never heard of or dreamed about before, something supposedly so impossible, then finding out it happened to a bunch of other people but never really happened to me? Clearly that's not the case. Edit 2. Somebody asked why I didn't just slam on the brakes, which is an excellent, obvious question. This happened 40+ years ago, and I honestly don't remember why I didn't.